Okay, so I'm back. Sorry for some technical issues, and I hope you hear me and see me as well. Wow. Yes, so on place participants are circled. So, yeah, so I hope it works. Yes, so I will start. Permanent magnets are very usual and useful things in our life, and we try to make some kind of versions of these permanent magnets, and usually so permanent magnets, permanent magnet generators, and normally it's stator and rotor. So rotor rotating, we have conductors and magnets and coils and generating electricity, but it's like one of standard ways we can see. In life, there is some kind of linear permanent magnet generators, which located in a linear way, and stator, the stationary part, is connected to, let's say, basement, and translator or alternator going one in another directions and producing same electricity, but not exactly rotating. And these enormous ways of using these generators, normal one, like a rotational and linear one. So it's like a wind turbines, so hydropower, like a small hydro systems, any electric vehicle. So we now almost all electric vehicle has their generator itself. A lot of portable generators providing renewable power source, outdoor activities, construction sites, emergency backup powers, and so on. Same also maritime applications to generate electricity from wave or tidal energy. And this exactly case what could be interested for our solution. So in this case, linear generators, let's say for tidal use like a effects of moving waves, and here is some stationary part and rotor, which is just going in linear direction and producing electricity. In our project, we focusing on linear generator models, but a bit different way for bicycle generators. So it's like a small power generator, but it could be also scaled for a bit different aspects. And the main change between rotary, this type of generators, which are very usual and general type, this type of generator is quite easily could be modeled. So it's symmetrical, and we can make like a full-scale modeling of a magnetic field distribution, or make slices and see symmetrical patterns everywhere. But in our case, and this is also become a kind of a prototype in pilot products with Friendina trademark, so environmentally friendly small power generator with rotor linear motion, and it's like a use concept of linear generator, but make it on a like a brakes of a bicycle. So it's like a standard brakes more or less, and it's added additional design with the generator itself, which could power bicycle electronics itself. So it's not very powerful system, because when we are driving on bike, we're producing some several tens of watt maximum. We are not very powerful creatures of the man itself. And historically, it started in 2009 with some prototypes making a lab, or again some student projects, and student project become a more general dev projects, which brings us idea how we can do a modeling of linear generator, how we can create them, and how we can make some kind of shows prototypes and products. These technologies for linear generators, several iterations and versions, was patented in Latvia and European patents as well. And as Alexei told, Latvian projects mostly asked about deliverable as a patent, and we satisfied with our public money. And after that, it was made some series of prototypes, which we can try to test and find out like a bad and good things and features of it. But there is problem. So if we are trying to model linear generator, it's more or less okay, so it's not very complicated. But in our case, our rotor is a disk, and magnets and generator itself, it's like making arc. And this becomes a nightmare for modeling software because it's not symmetric, and actually all fields you need to reconstruct like a point by point. At some designs what we're trying to think and trying to test. And again, each design asking to make all model and recalculate everything. And one more in our cases. And again, like a 1D, 2D plot, it looks very simple. So like a magnetic field, so like going around coils and magnets. But if you're going to try to model full design, we try several softwares and actually fail with good results which are compatible with prototypes. And after that, we found EMWorks program, which is a part of SolidWorks. So it's integrated in SolidWorks, and this becomes very easy. You don't need to use several software for modeling. Use SolidWorks for model as a structure, and same software for modeling electromagnetic forces and fields. But in this time, it was 2019, I think, this program just arose, and it's so team who produced this software was from Canada. They tried to sell this product as well, and they produce like a free trials for at least month. You can just take it and use, and if you satisfy it, you need to buy it. We take it with software for a couple, just per month, test our model, and find out what the EMWorks are crashing in our model. So our model become too complicated, and so we try to contact this the company. We say, okay, sorry, we understand, so something goes wrong. Give us additional time for testing, improve their software, and send us additional versions. And in total, it takes like a 3 iterations for us to adjust our model and like a 3 versions of these software developers to make it software stably working. So I probably need to go to lunch, so I will very fast and show some results. So how it looks, so we have a standard SolidWorks design, and EMWorks defined magnetic fields, so density, and successfully make models and then trying to do results. And these results are also later compliant with physical samples that we have created and studied in laboratory, and got similar. So okay, I will not stopping on a plot because it's quite timing to explain, but it works. And this is probably nice story how we from researchers could also interact with software developers and improve our knowledge and improve products as well. And yeah, so I will just not stopping here. Finally, we got nice testing. It just on stock. It's not our generator installed, but it was tested in errand race bicycles from our Latvian company. client again. We are trying now to find some users and probably to establish something what Alexei says, like a startup, and then continue with in the development of business models and products itself, because currently it's around 6, 7, so we normally tested in laboratory, have pilot products, pilot versions, and at this moment it's stopped. Okay, so I thought I just stop my presentation here because it's too time to close this session.